like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rules. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rules. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rules. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, dude.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Down he goes. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Prescott from the gun.
Got him, Davian.
He's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes like 9.9 times out of 10. Just missed that one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now it's Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Touch 50, touch 50.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson steps away to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19.
Yeah, I'm playing against Jakar.
On first down, Carson.
After this game, grab what Jakar is.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Throwing on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Dang, let's go.
And he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now it's Lockett.
Oh, break that. Oh.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give them 32 on the play.
Tempo.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson, throwing again. To the end zone, but it's
I did not do catch and run. I did possession.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Hey, whatever
Oh,
happens to
shit,
the
the
Days, just
fuck
get a
is that?
fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to
That's
create points
crazy.
themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now
I
a
know he
terrific
hot.
opportunity inside the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter.
That nigga trying to challenge that bitch. Oh, he hot.
7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Squeeze, double.
Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Damn it, I missed that
Just
bitch.
not right. You cover everybody.
Fuck.
Those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Crazy.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them
Watch me
crazy
get a perfect
because
on this one.
oftentimes
Fuck,
you
I
can't
suck
match
at
up
field
with them.
goals.
They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
That's fielded in the
Good
end
job.
zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Ah, Jalen.
Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost
4th and 11. You gotta get a stop there.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now
Gotta get a stop there.
Timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first
What the
as
hell?
the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson now off the bootleg.
Catch it, the game.
Incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6. At the 45.
From the 45 on second down. Wilson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on.
Damn, I should have handed it off.
Weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
No.
Oh, it'll be intercepted.
Bullshit.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down to the hands of the wrong team.
So
Stretch
Prescott
play.
and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Another stretch play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Elliott.
No.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're able to get this one
comeback
across
routes
the
coming.
35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Thought I had somebody under that.
Routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's
Oh,
a go
stretch
route,
play
and then he
coming
brings
again.
it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Quentin Jefferson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Lets it fly deep.
Got my ass.
It got his man complete.
Fucking. He's on a linebacker.
Touchdown.
Got my
Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go, DK. Go, DK.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Go, DK.
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, just like last play. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Friday.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, my God.
Rifles one incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Yeah, Ziggy.
That last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, we got 4 down.
Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Prescott.
Another one. Get that ball up.
Goes again. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted.
Oh, we to the partners with this one.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
14.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.